Hello everyone, welcome to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn similarity practice set 1.2. In that we are going to learn second part. We have already solved first part of this practice set. Now let's begin. Question number 6. You have given a triangle and in this triangle you have to find QP, value of QP using given information in the figure. So this is the triangle M and P and Q. Q is the bisector of angle N. MN is 25, NP is 40, MQ is 14 and QP you have to find out. So as by angle bisector is given, we are directly using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, what do we get? NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. Put values NM 25, NP 40, MQ 14 and QP we have to find out. Now cross multiply. 25 into QP is equal to 40 into 14. Now 40 to 14, 560. 25 into QP. So QP is equal to 560 divided by 25. You get QP is equal to 22.4. You get 22.4. Then next question. In the figure 1.41, if this is the figure 1.41, if AB parallel to CD parallel to FE, these three lines are parallel, AB parallel to CD parallel to FE, then we have to find out the value of X and value of AE. Now here we are using angle, the property of three parallel lines and their transversal. So FD upon DB is equal to CE upon AC. FD upon BD is equal to CE upon AC by property of three parallel lines and their transversal. These are three parallel lines and BF and AE are the transversals. Now put values FD 4, BD 8, AC X, AC 12. Then cross multiply. 4 into 12 is equal to 8 into X. 4 12 4s are 48 is equal to 8 into X. So X is equal to 48 divided by 8 and that is X is equal to 6. Now X is equal to 6, but we also have to find out AE. This is the AE. So if we see that AE is equal to AC plus CE. AC plus CE. Now A is equal to AC plus CE, therefore A is equal to 12 plus 6 and A is equal to 18. A is equal to 18. Now let's see the 8th question. This is similar to the 6th question. In our triangle LMN, ray MT bisects triangle LMN if LM is equal to 6, MN is equal to 10, TN is equal to 8. We have to find out LT. See, this is the angle bisector of angle M. MT, ray MT. You know ray has ray MT is the angle, ray MT bisects LMN here. Therefore we are directly using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, what do we get? ML upon MN is equal to LT upon TN. ML upon MN is equal to LT upon TN. Therefore 6 upon 10 is equal to LT upon 8. ML is equal to 6, MN is 10, LT is, we have to find out, and TN is 8. Cross multiply. 6 heads are 48 is equal to 10 into LT. So 48 is equal to 10 into LT. Then LT is equal to 48 divided by 10. You get the value LT as 4.8. Next question. This is also similar to the 8th question. Now, in triangle ABC, segment BD bisects angle ABC. In triangle ABC, segment BD bisects angle ABC. Though then AB is equal to X, BC is equal to X plus 5, AD is equal to X minus 2 and DC is equal to X plus 2. Then we have to find the value of X. We have to find the value of X. Now, as there is a angle bisector, we are using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, BA upon BC, see, BA upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. BA upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. BA is X, BC is X plus 5, AD is X minus 2, DC is X plus 2. Then we cross multiply it, X into X plus 2 into X minus 2. Then solving this, what do we get? X into x, x square. X into 2, 2x. X into x, x square. 5 into x, 5x. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x. And plus 5 multiplied minus 2 is equal to minus 10. This x square lapses, so we get 2x is equal to 5x minus 2x minus 10. 5 minus 2, 3. So 2x is equal to 3x minus 10. 3x this 2x, 3x minus 2x is equal to 10, and finally you get the value x is equal to 9. We only have to find out the value of x. We don't need to find out the values of AB, AD, DC, BC. If someone asks or the question appears in the exam to find the value of BD, then you just have to put the value of x and you get the values of AB, AD segments. Okay. Then finally the last question of this 1.2 practice set. This activity is given. If you see the new pattern of your SSC board exam, you find many such activities given in your paper. They are asked for 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, or many times 5 marks also sometimes. So let's see this activity. In the figure 1.44, x is any point in the interior of triangle. Point x is joined to vertices of triangle. Segment PQ parallel segment DE and segment QR parallel to segment EF. Now fill in the blanks to prove that. We have to prove that segment PR is parallel to DF. This segment PR is parallel to DF. We have to prove this. Now they have given the proof. We have to fill in the blanks. We have to fill in the blanks. Now in triangle XDE, this triangle XDE, this triangle XDE, PQ parallel to DE, PQ parallel to DE is given. It is given. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, see, XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE. XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE by basic proportionality theorem, point number 1. Then we are taking another triangle XEF, this one XEF, XEF. Now in this triangle XEF, QR is parallel to EF. This QR is parallel to EF. That is given. It is given here. It is given. Now similarly, by basic proportionality theorem, XQ upon QE is equal to XR upon RF. XQ upon QE is equal to XR upon RF. Now point number 2. Now see the point number 1 and point number 2. This right hand side of the point number 1 is equal to left hand side of the point number 2. See, XQ upon QE. Therefore left hand side of the point number 1 is equal to right hand side of the point number 2. Therefore XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. This one, XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. Now this ratio is equal. Therefore by the converse of basic proportionality theorem, what do we get? PR is equal to PR is parallel to DE. This segment PR is parallel to segment DE. PR is parallel to segment DF. Actually it should be DF here. Okay. Now thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe, like and share. If you haven't seen previous videos, I have given link in the description. So thank you once again.